Am I the asshole for eating my cupcake outside? Okay, see this one, this is what we're looking for. Something super vague. Like, how could this possibly have led to some sort of confrontation in your life? Let's start with this one. I have a 10-year-old daughter who loves frosting. Every week I buy cupcakes for me, my wife, and her. She always eats my frosting. These past 2 weeks, I've decided to eat my cupcake before going inside. She asked me where my cupcake is, and I told her I don't like cupcakes anymore, so I only bought 2. It worked for a while, but last night when I was enjoying my cupcake before going inside, she caught me and ran to her mom to tell me how much of a terrible dad I am to steal her frostings for weeks.
Wait, what?
Okay, hold on. So he's buying cupcakes for his wife and daughter, but the daughter eats the frosting. Why don't you just buy more cupcakes? I don't get it. She's sulking and my wife thinks that I'm the asshole and I'm acting childish and should just let her have it. But it's easy for her to say when she's never giving up her frosting. Am I the asshole? Yeah, this was pretty lame. 21,000 people interacted with this. It's a man eating cupcake icing. This was a bad one. This was a bad one to start with. Okay, am I the asshole for not taking down my video that was a gift from my best man? I mean, it's the top one. Might as well check it out. I have a sister that's 6 years older than me. My parents, for years, cancel on me last minute because of my sister. I have a basketball game. Oops, sorry, sister doesn't feel like going out. I'm graduating. Oops, sorry, sister has a bad day at work. They have missed both major and smaller events in my life just because of her meltdowns. The day of my wedding, I received a voicemail from my mom saying they couldn't come because my sister's dog was sick and she was upset. Yo, that's bad. Like, imagine your parents not showing up to your wedding because your dog had a stomach ache. I was hurt. My best man, however, is a jokester. He took my phone when... Okay, why am I being so dramatic? Why am I being dramatic? I kind of like it though. My best man, however, is a jokester. He took my phone and then went to my fiance and asked if he could post a video of our wedding as a gift. Wait. He took my phone, then went to my fiance and asked if he could post a video of our wedding as a gift? How is that a gift? Is he posting the video of their wedding, like for, what do you call it, the groom's parents to see? Like, who is the gift for? I don't know. I had no idea about it until I came home. Our honeymoon was at a lakeside cabin, no cell service. The post caption was, my best friend. He's an amazing person, even if his parents never showed up for him. Holy shit. Where you would normally see both parents in wedding pictures, the sound behind the video was my mom's voicemail explaining how they couldn't come because my sister's dog was sick. Damn, okay. That's petty as fuck. I came home a week later to hundreds of messages, family members from both sides insisting I take it down. I was told my sister hasn't stopped crying, of course. I may be the asshole here. I didn't take it down when I got my messages. I didn't call my family back right away. I waited until my vacation time was over at work and enjoyed my time with my wife in our new home before I contacted anyone. These are a lot of periods, dog. My dad told me to take down the video. It was just a bad night. Oh, fuck me. This is a lot. This is hard to read. This is hard to read because now I'm over here looking illiterate when there's like periods and like commas and no ands and shit. And I'm trying to read this in a clean, concise way, but it's making me sound crazy, okay? It's the way they write it. It's not my fault. My dad told me to take down the video, saying it was just a bad night for them, that they'll make it up to me and my wife for not coming. My reply was exactly, how do you plan to make up my wedding? It's a once in a lifetime thing, Dad. You chose to ignore my feelings on the whole matter. They did. They missed your wedding for a dog. Like, how sick was the dog? I genuinely feel like it was something small, because if the dog was so sick that it died, they would have mentioned it in the post. So it had to have been something like indigestion. Bro, the dog pooped on the floor and they're just like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Can't make the wedding. Then he just repeated he would make it up to me. I told him I would take down the video only when he made up missing my wedding. Flustered, we both hung up the phone before we both said things we shouldn't have. Am I the asshole here? I just could have taken down the video. No, sir, you are not. Pretty straightforward, not the asshole type of moment here. I like that one though. I like that one. Am I the asshole flipping out on my fiance for canceling all the vegan food options from our wedding food menu behind my back? Okay, that's pretty bad, but it doesn't, I don't want another wedding thing, you know? Am I the asshole for returning home after I found out that my husband booked first class for him and his friends while I got a car? Okay, let's do this one. My husband and I, both in our 30s, haven't been on a trip out of the country. While he goes every year with his best friend, his reasons for going with him is because they both go to attend sporting events. This year, my husband told me that I could go with him and his friends since they were visiting a new destination. He paid for my ticket and everything else since I'm a... Whoa. A Sam? Oh, stay at home mom. A Sam? Like, what's a Sam? However, when I found out that he booked first class for himself and his friend while I got economy, I just couldn't hold my tongue. I confronted him about it, and at first he refused to discuss. Then when the argument got heated, he yelled, "I paid for the ticket, for fuck's sake, isn't that enough?" Then kept on about how I should stop acting like I was royalty, and that if I come to think about it, even economy is fine for me since oh shit. Whoa, this is fucked up. Holy shit. Okay, let me read this correctly. Then kept on about how I should stop acting like I was royalty, and that if I come to think about it, even economy is fine for me since I technically don't work anyway. That is fucked up. Oh my god. Why would you say that? If you're buying tickets for your friend, you clearly have money, right? So why wouldn't you do the same for your wife? Like, are they on the same flight? Are they like literally both up here living the high life, sipping champagne, just like eating caviar, and then the wife's just in the back with some kid just like kicking on the chair? That's so funny. I'm dead. I cried because of what he said, but decided to just not go altogether. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, so she didn't go. He changed his tone and started begging me to just go with what he planned, but I declined. I went to pick up the kids from my mom's house, and he came back 3 hours later huffing and buffing. Huffing and buffing, okay. His friend sent me a text calling me entitled. That's what the fuck? Where do you get the nerve? Honestly, at this point, you just gotta fight him. And said that this was the reason why he didn't want my husband to take me with them, and I just proved his point. Yikes. Okay, I didn't respond, but I blocked him since he's gotten increasingly rude over the past few months. He is so jealous of her. Is your husband having an affair with his friend? Low key, that's what I was saying. That is wild. Am I the asshole for sending my boyfriend a photo of me at the hospital? I, 21 female, was recently admitted into a hospital for a night due to a serious but not life-threatening illness. I was completely out of it for several days with a horrible pain before my roommate convinced me to get medical help. Now I've been dating Sam, 19 male, for about 9 months. He knew I was sick, so I texted him when I was first going to the hospital to update him. Since he was working, he didn't read the message until much later. I sent him around 6 texts updating him with what the nurses were saying and including a photo of me and IV. Okay, so she's in the hospital and her boyfriend is not responding to messages. It's a little sus, not gonna lie. He responded a few hours later with a thumbs up, and that was all. Oh, that's crazy. I asked if everything was all right, and he said, yeah, just you being in the hospital is giving me a lot of anxiety. I'd rather not see you looking like that. Okay, weird. I told him that was okay, and I didn't message him for the rest of the night, not thinking much of it. The next afternoon, his mom called me asking if I was okay. She had the impression that I sent him the hospital photo after he told me not to share any information and was disrespecting his request. What the fuck? Like, what is this energy? I don't understand why you would be upset at that. Like, I get being anxious, but I don't know, like, you should want to know what's going on with your significant other if they're in the hospital. Like, I just feel like that's a normal thing. She reminded me that his grandfather only died a year earlier, where Sam had to spend a lot of time in and out of the hospital, so the updates were making him grieve all over again. I apologized to her and sent him a text saying I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. He left me on red? No. Sam, my roommate thinks I didn't do anything wrong at all, and he's being too sensitive / immature for involving his mom. Yeah, involving his mom was crazy. Like, bro, you're a grown man. You can legally own a gun. I mean, you probably shouldn't be able to, but you can legally own a gun, and you're calling your mom to tell your girlfriend to stop texting you about being sick in the hospital? That's crazy. Personally, I think it's a bit unfair as he was really close with his grandfather and struggles with anxiety. I feel really, really guilty as I know how mental health can be and never want him to suffer. Am I the asshole? No. What the fuck? Right, he had his mommy, he told his mommy on you. First of all, you can be anxious. It's okay to have anxiety, but straight up ignoring someone that you are in a relationship with just because you're like nervous that it might go wrong, that's crazy. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm getting tired of reading. I can barely like keep up. I think my tongue is like, I don't know, tongue is tired.